Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is IKE ENGELBAUM. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment. Independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980. and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. And welcome, and boy, oh boy, we have a jam-packed show, as they say in the big time. Well, I plan on being on the big time. As I like to quote some of my Ikeisms, is that one of them is that big shooters were once little shooters that just kept on shooting. Anyway, today I am so excited about having two dynamic people that are devoted to one of my greatest passions, which is the power of non-invasive ways
of helping people in their lives. And one of the most fantastic concepts that I have now learned to admire even more is called music mending minds. And I have the joy and privilege of having John Kander as well as Renee Roberts, who are going to fill us in on so many wonderful things about what music can do in mending minds. John Kander, before he got devoted with Music Mending for Minds, was a chief marketing officer and director of motion pictures for CBS, writer, producer, and award-winning TV films, and the creator of an advocacy and informational program. His volunteer work includes 15 years as chairman of the Gould Center for the Humanities and Claremont McKenna College at McKenna. He's a board member of People for the American Way and a board member of Care Harbor, which is a free medical, dental, vision, and mental health clinic that has served in Los Angeles for 16 years. And if that were not enough to have a great guest, I have another great guest, Renee Roberts. She's a financial advisor, philanthropic strategist, and I personally know she's a fantastic community advocate. Renee Roberts is a certified financial planner for more than 35 years. She holds a bachelor's degree in business from William Tyndale College, and she's earned advanced credentials, including the Chartered Mutual Fund Counselor and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst. As her commitment to excellence has earned her a 5-star Wealth Manager Award. And she is deeply committed to serve on the board of the Rotary International and currently serves as the district governor nominee for Rotary District 6380. And she will soon lead over 50 clubs across southeast Michigan. She was honored with the Virginia Norby Woman in Rotary Award in 2024 for her outstanding leadership and advocacy. Wow, she's got more stuff, and so does John, and I don't have enough time to tell them how great you are. So first of all, let's start with John Kander. John Kander, how did Music Men's Minds get started?
Good morning, everybody, and good morning, Ike. Good morning, Renee.
Good morning. Hello, Renee. Are you there?
Good morning.
Hello, Renee. Speak up.
Okay. Music Men's Minds began about 11 years ago when a very dynamic woman named Carol Rosenstein saw that her husband, who had Parkinson's for 11 years, was not responding to his medications. In fact, they were making him worse. The only way she could get him to be human was to get him to his piano. And in about 5 minutes, when he was tinkling at the piano and started playing music that he loved all his life, he became a human being again. So she called her doctor. She said, "What's going on here?" And the doctor said, "That's the power of music changing brain chemistry." And Carol said, "What if I got a bunch of people together like this who are suffering and we played music together? What do you think?" And I'm sure the doctor didn't think she'd do anything, but she did. And she created a band called the Fifth Dementia. And it's 11 years old, and we practice every Thursday afternoon, and we perform a couple times during the year. And now Music Men's Minds has 14 groups in Los Angeles, several in about 6 states, and we're in about 10 countries. So the idea was magic, and it's grown.
Wow. Well, I mean, I know in my personal life, I've had a cousin, unfortunately no longer around, who also had an uncle who's no longer around. And I was just out of clear blue, in order to have some form of communication, I started singing the songs that made a difference in their life. My cousin loved baseball, so when I visited with him at the, clinic, or at least the institution he was in, I would sort of have to drag him out of bed to get him to walk. And as soon as we started to walk, I would start singing, "Take me out to the ball game." All of a sudden, his eyes would light up, and he would start trying to bring on the lyrics. And my uncle, who was very religious, and being Jewish, he was very devoted to actually prayer and all. And when I visited with him, I would start singing some of the tunes from the Bible, and all of a sudden he too connected. If ever there's a message out there, folks, this is probably one of the most wonderful gifts we could do to help people that we know that are unfortunate, suffering from mental situations. Renee Roberts, since you are so high up in the hierarchy of Rotary, tell us how was the connection made with Rotary and Music Mending Minds? Go for it.
Well, Music Mends Minds is an international service project, and we create musical support groups for folks who are living with Alzheimer's, dementia, also Parkinson's, maybe even traumatic brain injury or post-traumatic stress syndrome. And then through the joy of music, we provide a connection and are sometimes able to restore purpose and happiness not only to the individuals, but their families as well. And so Rotary clubs around the world partner with Music Mends Minds to form these music groups. And it's a hands-on service opportunity where the Rotarians organize and participate, and we build friendships while we go along, and we're finding that it has a great positive impact to the community.
And John, I wondered if you could discuss, as far as the music as medicine for seniors, how do you best describe how that works with Alzheimer's, dementia, or Parkinson's? Do you want to follow up on how does that work now?
Sure. That was a terrific explanation by Renee, I just wanted to say, of our relationship to Rotary. This is not magic, and this is not just for people who grew up playing music and are musicians. This is science. The way I say it several times a day is that you may forget who you married, but you can always sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The fact is that the brain cells that hold on to music memory are in a part of the brain that is not affected by the amyloids and the tangles of Alzheimer's and other dementias. And that part of the brain is right next to short-term memory and long-term memory, and it helps put together new connections between brain cells and synapses that you didn't have. It rewires itself, and music helps you do that. So it also ups the wellness and the joy around. It lessens depression and stress and the chaos in the house. And that means you're going to have fewer accidents, which means your local emergency system is going to be less stressed. So part of my message is that this is public health. Families can save money. Communities can save money by the influence of music on seniors, whether or not you're diagnosed or not. This is something that should be part of your old age living for your happiness, for the happiness and the stress-free living of the people around you, for the relationship to your caregiver, because caregivers are part of this too. And it's just so easy. It's so inexpensive. Anybody can do it. From a wheelchair, from a bed. We even have 3 music therapy sessions on Zoom every week for people who can't get out of the house. And they can sing, and they can contact people in different parts of the country and different parts of their city from their bed, from their wheelchair.
Wow. If anyone wants to get a hold of you to participate, would you like to give your phone number out twice? I always pitch my toll-free number because I give it all the time, 888-489-8980. That's 888-489-8980. But to contact you direct, go ahead.
That's a perfect reminder to get a toll-free number. I don't, but I'll tell you, you can find anything you want, and you can get return communication if you go to musicmensminds.org. Musicmensminds, one word, .org, and you can see all of the things we do, where our music groups are, incredible research that proves what we're doing is just amazing, connections to advocacy organizations, and you'll just get excited. And how to connect with our Zoom music therapy sessions Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Wow. And actually, you're out there in California, which is a little bit of a distance in Michigan. So, Renee, I know you are a strong advocate. How do you suggest that we here in Michigan can actually, rather than talk about the walk the talk? What do you suggest as far as an action plan, Renee?
Thank you, Ike. Well, we invite all your listeners to join us, whether it be by volunteering, donating, or helping us start a music group in your area. You don't have to be a musician to make a difference. Just bring a heart, and together we can positively impact lives one song at a time.
Hey, all right. I like that tune. that is great. And John, do you have any thoughts as to where the organization is going now?
The organization is going global. It is really investing itself in the power of music to solve many problems. First of all, wherever you grew up, and if you have different political or social ideas or come from different places, the music you listened to as a kid was probably very similar. So we have that in common. There's no language barriers to the music that we love. It can bring international communities together. And it can bring families together to sing the songs that you grew up with and that you know other people in the family love. It's one thing we all have in common, no matter what ideas or what connections or what attitudes we have as we get older. We all love the Beatles. Listen, what we found is that we talk to people in different languages. It doesn't matter what language. Everybody loves Elvis. You sing Hound Dog. You sing.
Well, you know,
everybody is together. Everybody is together. You sing Let It Be. Everybody is together.
Well, you know, this may seem trite, and unfortunately, it's one of these pie-in-the-sky ideas that I don't see happening in our lifetime. But I am sure you've thought about the fact. Do you realize that with music, the notes are the language of how the musicians play their respective instruments, and it's universal. The same notes in our country are the same notes that any musician in the whole world. It's a universal language. Notes. Wouldn't it be incredible?
I can take you back. I can take you back thousands of years to every civilization that grew up before they had language. They had drums, and they communicated over long distances with drums. They communicated in their own circles and drums, which of course encourage dancing. And some of our groups are drum circles. We get people together in different languages, and we're doing drum circles, which is a communication in rhythm. And all of a sudden, you're like a marching band together, and you have something in common. And you can't imagine how thrilling it is to do that together.
And guess what, John? Out of the kindness of her heart, Renee Roberts is actually going to have a drum circle in her home, and I wish everybody could join her, but her house isn't that big. So, Renee, you have an actual drum circle idea that's going to go on this week or next week, right?
Yes, we do. In fact, we're going to have a certified drum circle facilitator show us how the drum circle is so effective, not only for folks who are suffering with, neurodegenerative diseases, but for people who may be suffering from depression. And we have the research that shows that this will have a positive impact on everyone. So you can be sure that we will be kicking this off here in Michigan in a big way. And the drum circle we have next week is just at my house for our local Rotary, but there will be groups around the Detroit metropolitan area that you can join in if you wish. And we invite you to do that.
Well, our synagogue actually has a monthly drum circle event, and I encourage anybody that belongs to any house of faith that we'd be glad to help implement having their drum circle right in their particular facility. And also, if you live in a retirement home, we can do it. And when you got two dynamic people like John Kander and Renee Roberts and working on it, you can bet your bottom dollar, as they say, that we can make it happen. All you have to do is call 888-489-8980. And wouldn't it be such a wonderful gift for us, since the Rotary Club's mission is to give back, to make life better for our community. And likewise, our Optimist Club is going to be involved. So if your Rotary Club or Optimist Club wants to really do something rather than just talking about it, call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980. And John, I hope I didn't throw you totally off track. Is there anything that you would like to say that I didn't give you a chance to say? Go for it.
I don't think so. It's been a pleasure having Renee along as a sidekick here. I think we have a show we can put together. We think my mission, Ike, is that this should be public health, that the communities and the elected officials and the public service departments in your local governments should get involved and back senior music groups at their senior centers, and they will find that the benefit to the community is enormous for the very small investment that it will be. We don't take anything from it. Music Men's Minds doesn't. We want to pay our music leaders because we think they're wellness workers, like a physical therapist or a dietitian. A lot of your audience knows what Silver Sneakers is, probably a program from Medicare supplement insurances that they say, listen, go to the gym, we'll pay for your membership. And what they're doing is making you healthier and making you cheaper to insure. So can Music Men's Minds music groups in your senior centers. So I thanks very much for letting us come on and talk to your audience.
Anytime. And Renee, do you have any parting thoughts as to what you would like to share that I did not give you a chance to share. Go for it.
If I may, Ike, I would just like to say that we have the research and the results are remarkable. And that is, not only does music have a positive effect on those in the Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's community, but the folks, the Rotarians who are actually doing this project are, as a community service, are also receiving a benefit. And if you're a Rotarian, you know we're always in search of projects that are beneficial to all concerned. And Music Men's Minds is beneficial to all concerned.
That's actually great. And indulge me for 1 minute before we part company to share my favorite 4-line poem about music. And it reads, music speaks what cannot be expressed, soothes the mind and gives it rest, heals the heart and makes it whole, flows from heaven to the soul. God bless you all. We're going to take a brief break and wrap it up, and we'll make music together. All right. And don't go away, folks. After this brief break, I'll be right back. Thank you.
When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity.
And I just want to remind you folks that tomorrow morning I have a meeting at Scrambler's Restaurant, 8 a.m. to 9:30 for entrepreneurs that want to earn extra income. Call us at 888-489-8980. And a motto that I have as far as entrepreneurship, whether you're a senior or a young person becoming a senior, that if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others, because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is IKE ENGELBAUM, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other and achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, EntrepreneursNetworkofMichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you'd like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789.
your day is off to a running start or at least a walking start. And I can't help but highlight the fact that you just heard the commercial about Cruz Hearing offering a free cookbook. Unfortunately, we didn't identify that the cookbook was actually one of the many cookbooks that Bob Allison, who used to be on this this program all the time, was a proud Rotarian and actually wrote cookbooks and also devoted a good part of his life on the mission of the Rotary Club. And if you're interested in a free cookbook of his as a tribute to his being there, just give us a call at 888-489-8980. And just to cover the shipping charges, any additional amount that you add, the Rotary Club will benefit. So many people are not aware of what a wonderful organization the Rotary Club is. I'm a proud member not only of the Rotary Club, also the Optimist Club. Each has over 1.2 million members around the world. And guess what? The mission is to help people have a more comfortable life. And one of the most dynamic fellow members of our Rotary Club in West Bloomfield is Scott Loney. Scott Loney has sort of done almost a one-man show about actually making a huge difference when Thanksgiving comes around. He has knocked his butt off, I should say, but actually a good part of, fortunately, of him is still around. And Scott Loney comes around Thanksgiving time as busy as a bee. And he is one of the really dynamic forces of a concept of a Rotary Club called Team Turkey. And I'm so glad that Scott Loney, you could call in and talk about it. Hello, Scott Loney. Go for it.
Hey, Ike, you're way too kind. I'll pay you later for all the lies you're telling about me, but I enjoy hearing them.
Yes, and you actually spend really not only right around, usually when they have an event, you start a couple of weeks ahead. This is something that you work on almost year-round. Is that right, Scott?
Well, we really get going in August, and guess what? It's August, so we're thinking about what we have to do to get organized in order to deliver our program on Thanksgiving morning. And if I could just take a moment to describe what it is we do, is that okay?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay. I knew you'd say yes. Our club has a long history of helping families feed children during the holiday season. And in fact, if I can riff off of that, we've been doing this for the Thanksgiving weekend for a number of years. And we're actually now trying to expand our focus to look at needs of children who are in the subsidized school meal program throughout the year. Thanksgiving is not the only long weekend where families need help, but we're still focused on Thanksgiving, and as we broaden our view to other events during the year, I'd like to come back and talk with your listeners about what we do sometime next year. But in the meantime, I very much appreciate the opportunity to talk to your listeners today about Team Turkey. We identify recipients through collaboration with the West Bloomfield School District, which maintains a list of children eligible for subsidized meals based on well-established and regulated criteria. And therefore, we know that the people we want to truly help need the help. And our project meets needs supported by Rotary International's commitment to childhood health and education. Hunger is not conducive to child health, and hungry children are children who cannot learn. I think that's pretty self-evident. And by providing meals to these children's families over the holidays, we ensure that they have healthy nutrition during an extended period in which school-subsidized meals, frequently the only balanced nutrition that they receive during the course of the day, are not available. So if you think about it, Ike, we all go home Thanksgiving weekend. It's time for celebration and families getting together, and we eat too much, and we argue about politics, and we watch football, and that's all fine and good. These are great American traditions, but we have families who are going home essentially to a 4-day food desert. And it's these families that we want to help. So our efforts last year raised enough funding and participation to deliver meals to over 70 families. And I want to mention that in the 8 years that I've been involved in Team Turkey, our average has been somewhere between 50 and 60. So I don't know if last year was a spike in need or if it betokens a trend, but the need increased last year, and we expect that we want to be ready for the same kind of numbers this year. 70 families mean that we're feeding around 300 people. And some of your listeners, are listening to us from West Bloomfield, thinking, West Bloomfield, isn't that a pretty affluent of community? What sort of demonstrable need for this kind of program could there possibly need? And what I want to point out is that West Bloomfield, due largely to our excellent school district, is a magnet community, one to which families move to get their children out of communities in which it may be difficult to break cycles of poverty, escape gang violence, or for other aspirational needs that the club strongly supports. I've got to say that in being involved with Team Turkey, I've learned an enormous amount about my own community. I deliver these meals myself. I see the families. I meet the families who are agreeing to share Thanksgiving with us. And by the way, we don't show up and say, here are poor people, here's some food for you. We call them in advance, and we make sure that they understand what we're doing is in the spirit of sharing Thanksgiving with our neighbors. We're no better than they are. They're no worse than we are. They just need a turkey, and we have one to give to them, and we do so. And it's been a really uplifting sort of experience for us.
I don't want to insult you, Scott. You said that they're the same as us. Unfortunately, there are people who are less fortunate than us, and
that's right.
As you know, have participated in the delivery of food in West Bloomfield, and people like you just brought out assume that everybody's got money that lives in West Bloomfield. We have poverty in our community, and I recall, and I can't help but be reminded of a few years back when I was delivering a meal to this family right within blocks of where I live, that I would assume, would have no concern about having a turkey dinner festivity. I knocked on the door, and this woman who knew, because I called ahead, that I was coming, almost with tears in her eyes, shared with me, "Oh, I'm so glad you made it to deliver the meal. My son, who lives in California, always wants to be together. He drove all the way across the country so we could spend Thanksgiving together, and I have no food to serve him. And thanks to the Rotary delivery of the turkey, we're going to have a fantastic meal. I get tears in my eyes thinking about that. And anybody out there that wants to really participate and rather just say, "Oh, that's too bad," they should make a contribution. And Scott, how do you suggest people do that to help feed these unfortunate families? Go for it.
Well, thank you very much, Ike, for raising that. And yes, I'm going to shamelessly panhandle. We need to raise at least $3,000 each year in order to feed the numbers of families we're talking about. And what we would ask people to do is send a check to the West Bloomfield Area Rotary Foundation, made out to the West Bloomfield Area Rotary Foundation, not to the West Bloomfield Rotary Club. We actually have established a foundation. It's a 501c3 organization. You can declare this, deduct this on your tax statement at the end of the year. We send letters to contributors, and the West Bloomfield Area Rotary Foundation address is P.O. Box, I'm going to read it slowly, 252264. P.O. Box 252264, West Bloomfield, Michigan, 48325. Let me read the P.O. Box again. P.O. Box 252264, West Bloomfield, Michigan, 48325. The only thing we ask that you do, other than making the check out to the West Bloomfield Area Rotary Foundation, is to put in the memo line Team Turkey, because we support we have a number of service organizations and projects that we support. And if you want your money to go to Team Turkey, please put Team Turkey on the bottom of the check in the memo line.
Right. And to simplify things, I have a toll-free number, 888-489-8980. Again, 888-489-8980. And I can make sure that you have the right information as to where to mail it. And there's an added incentive. Right now, since it is August, I'm privileged to have some free Renaissance Festival tickets, which are $29.95 a pop. And anybody that wants to make a donation, I will reimburse you by way of 2 free tickets to the Renaissance Festival. So you can have fun and at the same time actually help needy people right in your neighborhood. And Rotary Club is an international organization, so we serve so many communities. You know, Maimonides was a great philosopher, and he was respected for years and still respected and memorized today. His saying was, "The greatest deed that you can accomplish in life is to help another human being breathe easier." And thanks to people like Scott Loney, who's a dynamo when it comes to putting this stuff together, we can make a positive difference. All you got to do is help out people that are around you that are in need. Before I take my break, Scott, is there anything you'd like to add that I did not get a chance or give you a chance to express? Go for it.
Yeah, 2 things. I just want to acknowledge that we don't do this by ourselves. We work with Rotary clubs across the northern suburban area, primarily Troy Rotary Club, with whom we have a very close relationship. And also, I want people to understand that when we show up on families' doorsteps on Thanksgiving morning, we're not showing up with a box with a frozen turkey in it. If we had a frozen turkey, you wouldn't be eating it on Thanksgiving. It's a fully cooked meal that feeds a family of 8. It's really a great program that we are able to deliver at a very reasonable cost, but we need help. We need to raise at least $3,000 to the West Bloomfield Area Rotary Foundation.
And anyone that's interested, again, the toll-free number is 888-489-8980. Scott, it's been a pleasure to have you on the air, and I can hardly wait to see you in person as soon as possible. So I'll see you at our next meeting. Right now, I'll take a brief break, and we will be right back with some parting remarks. Thanks again, Scott.
Thanks,
Right now, let's take a break.
Thanks.
But please come back.
Yep.
If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
I want to tell you that Sam George, who's the owner of Aberdeen Van Lines, is a veteran, and being a veteran with an entrepreneurial spirit, he actually has developed a program where he can license other veterans to be their own boss in the moving business. It's a phenomenal opportunity for veterans out there that are obviously sort of hardy and do not have any back problems. And it's a phenomenal way of actually becoming your own boss, because Sam George, who owns the company, has been doing this now for years and wants to share his knowledge in actually helping veterans do their own thing, so to speak. And no need to tell you that the biggest dilemma that many entrepreneurs have is they get into a business that has a time-sensitive aspect to it. Moving is going to be around for as long as we live. And if you have something as basic as being able to help other people move to another location, it's a phenomenal way of having both a great source of income and be your own boss. Call us at 888-489-8980 if you're interested. And I'd like to invite you tomorrow morning, 8 to 9:30, at Scrambler's Restaurant, which is located on 12 Mile and Orchard Lake Road in Farmington Hills. Scrambler's Restaurant is on the northwest corner of 12 Mile and Orchard Lake Road. Official address, 27909 Orchard Lake Road. We're going to have a dynamic speaker, Darren Powers. He is the author of 4 books. He's an international coach, and he's the founder of the Future Vision Forum. His proven methods have transformed businesses and the lives of over 400,000 people across North America. He is going to address the topic, how to master the inner game of entrepreneurial success. How to master the inner game of entrepreneurial success. You're actually going to be able to get strategies. How, if you're driven, ambitious, and committed to growth, but in the world of uncertainty, stress, and constant change makes a difference of how you stay on track. Darren Powers tomorrow morning is going to identify proven methods on how you can actually become the best that you could be as an entrepreneur. We're going to have door prize drawings of 2 tickets to the Renaissance Festival. All you have to do is pay for your breakfast at Scramblers tomorrow, and you'll have a $54 chance of having 2 tickets to the Renaissance Festival. And if you'd like to join me on the air and be interviewed for a 10-minute interview on the Entrepreneurs Network, not only will you have an opportunity to be on this station, which is a $250 value, 10 minutes, but we'll get you on our sister station, WPON 1460 AM. So you'll be almost famous and possibly rich. All you got to do is give us a call at 888-489-8980. I have some other thoughts I'd like to share, but not today, because I want to wrap up the show with my favorite parting thought, is that if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.